Hi Aries, welcome to your July, I forgot what month it is, July 2019 love reading. So this is going to be now until the end of July, really. And we're just going to focus specifically on the energy of love, partnership, relationships, and see what kind of comes through. So if it doesn't apply to you, don't take it, turn it off. I feel like you will know if this applies to you, especially since this is such a general, broad reading, and there's so many different ways relationships play out. So anyways, and also I've gotten a lot of comments about my voice not being loud enough. As a lot of you guys know, I've been traveling for like 4 years now. Don't live anywhere, so I don't carry lots of fancy equipment with me. Although I will update my microphone next month when I return to the US for a week. So yeah, just bear with me. And if you're interested, you can feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's where I post a lot of my stories and travel stuff. Not so much tarot related, but anyways, let's get into this reading. So let's see, what is in the energy for Aries? So I'm going to pull a very traditional Celtic cross spread. I feel like, this season for you guys, in regards to love, it feels highly reflective, and it feels like there's some sort of clarity coming in, some sort of aha wisdom. That's what I feel for you guys. This is overarching. And I want to specifically point to those of you that have been single and kind of holding on to any energy that you know couldn't give you 100% of what you deserve, because it feels like there's some energy here of lack. So I don't know if this is specifically tied to one person that you know can't give you their all, or it feels like somebody that might not even want to communicate with you for some people. It's like really just releasing anything that can't give you the world. Interesting message. So let's actually pull some cards. Tell me about this energy for the month of July for Aries. Tell me about love for Aries. Tell me about love energy for Aries. There we go. 8 of Cups. Anybody that can't give you the world, the 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment, it feels like there needs to be, especially with this moon in the background. I always think Cancer energy. We have very watery energy here. It's about taking a risk, opening yourself up to the possibility of receiving the 10 of Cups. So I feel like if you already feel like you will resonate with this reading, this might be your reading. So there's a walking away from something. It feels like a tie to the past, something you already know that isn't that 10 of Cups, unfortunately. And whether you leave it completely or just open yourself up to the possibilities of something new, it feels like that's a message here coming through for a reason. So whether it's just thinking about it this season or actually doing it, emotionally knowing what you're worth. Tell me what's helping or hindering this energy for Aries. This is your worth. The Emperor flew out. The Emperor is the Aries card, but whenever I see this card, I see this very wise person who has this kind of consciousness of being able to remove themselves, kind of look at the situation without emotion on some level, and it's in an ingenious way, because he's able to kind of see what's in the best interest of everybody involved, and he wants to do the best for everybody involved, including himself, because if he doesn't put himself first, doesn't take care of himself first, he can't take care of the whole energy here involved. So this is you taking back control of your life, essentially, and control of your love life, control of your emotions, control of emotions. This is in your subconscious The King of Cups. The King of Cups is when I'm feeling this in your subconscious, in your higher self position. It feels like I want to point to the tendency of the King of Cups to really be able to suppress and, yes, dig deep into the emotion. But I feel this energy of it's not being. It feels like it's being repressed a little bit. Feels like there's been a lot of thought put into this specific situation in regards to love. You don't even have to have contact with whatever you're thinking about in the past. Or if it's currently, affecting your life. It feels like there's a lot that hasn't been said. And it feels like on some level you haven't stood up for what you truly need. And even if that means admitting it to yourself and kind of going through this season to get some clarity. Again, that message keeps coming up. So what's in the past for Aries? What's in the past for Aries? What's in the past for Aries? Queen of Cups. More thinking about what you want. But this, as I place it down, I always kind of look at the directionality of, where the people are looking. And this is two people living separate lives. It feels like there's not harmony between what both people want emotionally to be fulfilled to make this harmonious situation become balanced. There's definitely these two people are looking away from each other. So if this, when I see these two cards coming out, this is soulmate energy. But not every soulmate we're supposed to be with. We'll see how this unfolds, but it's telling me right now, I feel like speaking my truth, saying what I need, even if it's just to yourself, writing down what are the lacks and what are the pros to the situation. Because there's something here that you've been thinking about for a while. What's in the current energy? Whoa. Yeah. Queen of Swords is in your current energy. Being really clear and honest with yourself. The Queen of Swords has her own kind of genius about her. Kind of similar to the Emperor, actually. Emotionally removed, speaking truth because what she needs, she's clear about it, even if it includes like kind of ready to chop some heads. She's I feel like this is kind of the card of honesty is the best policy. There's a clear cutting through of the truth here needed, even if it's just with yourself again. What's the future energy for Aries? Hangman. Yeah, I feel like this month is a moment of pause. Aha moments, realizations. Because on some level I feel dissatisfaction. That's your center of your reading, and it's causing some sort of moment that's needed to listen to your heart, what you truly need. Like even on the physical world, the emotional world, it feels like it's not being met in some level, whether it's time-wise, whether it's presence, whether it's investment into you. And it feels like there's a period of coming to a realization to gain wisdom about the circumstances, the situation. What's in Aries' position of power? What's in Aries' position of power? Three of Cups. Again, same message I felt when I first started your reading. Open yourself up to other opportunities. If this isn't your Ten of Cups, get out there, because I feel like, again, get out of that energy of lack if you feel like, oh, this is my soulmate, this is the one, this is the only one. That's to me, that's also limiting yourself. There's no limiting now. This is going out and enjoying yourself, enjoying the summer, getting out with friends, saying yes to opportunities to kind of open your eyes to possibilities. Because with this, I'm not going to be surprised if cards here come out talking about what's in your position of your environment right now. Heartache. Third-party situations. If you're in a third-party situation and you're not getting what you deserve emotionally, if somebody's not there all, giving you what you want, you're coming to a realization. 2, 3, I mean, these are both third-party situation cards, especially coming out right on top of each other. It's in your power to get out and enjoy life, to get out of this. Whew. 2 3s. If somebody thinks that they are with their soulmate who happens to be with somebody else, you're coming to this realization that this is not your 10 of Cups. This is emotionally fulfilling ultimately in the long run. And if you're clinging to this, you are choosing this. 3 of Cups. This is not going to be for everybody. If you're clinging to somebody where there has already kind of been an ending, it feels like this is not the path. This is a cloudy, rainy path in your environment. If you keep going down that road, it's saying, open yourself up to new energy, because as you kind of release this, these spilt cups, these spilt emotions, right behind it is the opportunity for the 2 of Cups. Balanced love. Soulmate love when I see the 2 of Cups. What's the outcome for Aries for the month of July? What's the outcome for Aries for the month of July? What's the outcome for Aries? The Lovers. Choices. Choices being presented to you. Lovers is a beautiful card. This is the Garden of Eden too, 2 people tempted. I feel like you're tempted. You have 2 paths right now. You can go this way or this way. It feels like, yeah, I see a new direction coming in regards to matters of the heart. I actually feel like this is a good reading, so I'm sorry if I'm like triggering something about letting this person go, but it's going to bring about more stability in your life, and there's a new opportunity here for you. So if you're worried, if I leave this person, is there going to be something else for you? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. As I kind of continue clarifying the Lovers card, I have King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. This is going out past July, but I actually feel like July for a lot of people, it's not the time to get into anything new. It's the time to meet people. It's the time to enjoy your life. It's the time to have fun with friends. It's the time to make small changes that bring emotional fulfillment, whether it's, even just in diet or things you consume. Watch the things you consume this month. Watch the feelings you consume and the ones you release. Make sure it's good going in, and with Cancer season, I always joke, but it's a time to release and cry a little bit. But I feel like there's some sort of genius kind of going on with you being in your full Aries-ness of, really removing yourself from the situation and kind of really looking at this as black and white situation, as what is this feeding me and what am I feeding this? Because it's not feeding me my 10 of Cups, and I feel like there's that realization here. So picking yourself back up and enjoying your life and assuming you can get everything you want. Some of you, I feel like there's an energy of wanting to have children, especially with this energy and this fatherly energy, especially if you're female. Because whoever you're dealing with now, it feels like there is a clear disconnect, looking totally different, directions. If this came out in the past, maybe I'd say there was a moving forward, but I really don't feel it. So let me get another card. Let's kind of wrap this up with another card. Sorry if that was a little bit heavier, but I feel like this is truly actually a nice season of clarity for you guys. Again, that word keeps coming up to me. So Give me one last card for Aries. What would be helpful for Aries to hear? What additional messages would be helpful for Aries? Too many. What additional messages would it be helpful for Aries to hear? Okay. It comes out of the darkness, the light is born. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure, empowered, and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world. Trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace, and light to disorder, chaos, and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with this higher purpose in all ways. It says, all issues can be healed through the unlimited resource and creative resourcefulness unlimited recourse and creative resourcefulness of the divine. You are destined to be part of a creative solution for any issues that you have in your life or that exists in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that divine genius can resolve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life's journey. Trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible situations can be turned around. With willing human engagement and divine grace, there is more than enough light, healing, creative innovation, wisdom, and energy available to keep Mother Earth and all her creatures, including humanity, thriving. Never give up your hope and trust in what is possible, nor your willingness to act upon that hope and trust. Yeah. Again, with that eclipse energy happening in the beginning of July, I feel like it's a really good time. Write down a list of what you really want in regards to love specifically. Please take this out, eclipse. Please bring this in. We have that summer solstice energy happening right now. Really powerful time. Mercury retrograde, bringing everything back that's not working to release it. Take advantage of this energy because it's ushering in this whole new period for you to really get that, 10 of Cups, but it feels like we have to pass through that 9 of Cups energy of self-fulfillment, being proud of self more so. So I feel like that energy of realizing what we're worth. So I think that's all I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I will leave my information below if you want to get in contact with me. Also my Instagram, I'll leave below if for some reason you're interested. And I wish you guys a beautiful, happy season through July of lots of clarity. So, all right, bye guys.